Hi everyone, this is Erin, our latest coach. We're gonna ask her a few questions today just to learn a little bit more about her. So when did you first get into triathlons?
I first started triathlons when I went to school at James Madison University. I joined the tri club there, and I basically joined the sport of triathlon because I wanted to find something where I wouldn't only be running, since I faced a lot of injuries in high school with running, lots of stress fractures. So with triathlon, you can swim and bike also, so that gave me some other things to focus on.
Fair. How old? And you said that was 7 years ago?
Yeah, that was about 7 years ago. Before I started my undergraduate degree.
Gotcha.
And I just fell in love with the club team there,
That's awesome.
and basically poured all of myself into being with the club.
Yeah. Is that what kind of made you want to do coaching?
Yeah. So I first started as just a member of the triathlon club, and then eventually held some leadership roles on the club. And I found that I really enjoyed watching people come into the sport, whether they'd already done triathlons or whether they didn't even know how to swim. And I love being able to walk with them through those moments of learning the sport or learning more about the sport. I'd always been involved with swim coaching since I was 11 or 12.
Oh, wow.
And so I already kind of had that joy for coaching, but meshing it with triathlon just became a dream of mine.
Oh, that's awesome. And so you just moved to Richmond to work here. What do you like most about Richmond so far?
Richmond is very different than Harrisonburg.
Yes.
For sure. But I love the river. I really enjoy the fact that there's so much water around. It's not like that at all in Harrisonburg.
That's true.
And I'm living in the fan right now. I feel so cool. And I love that I can walk out my door and walk a few steps and I'm at some cool little shop.
Yeah, that's true.
Walk a little further and there's another cool shop.
Yeah,
and I'm just
really good for exploring.
And I'm really excited to just get out of my comfort zone. And figure out everything that Richmond has to offer.
That's awesome. So, if you could have one wish in the world, what would it be?
Oh man. So
getting deep here.
I think I'm gonna give back a deep response.
Okay.
This is sounds really weird, but I'll see people sometimes that just look sad and lonely. And my deepest wish is that they have something that they're super passionate about, whether it's people in their life or an activity.
That's awesome.
And I just wish that everybody that I see could be so happy and feel driven and feel like they're succeeding at something.
That's awesome. That's a great wish. That's awesome. I love it. So I feel like nutrition is the hardest, very hard for training just in general.
Absolutely.
How would you say that you stay on top of your nutrition? By meal prepping?
I've not been so good at meal prepping recently since moving. I've been a handful of times since I graduated. But I think the first and most important step to staying on top of your nutrition is knowing what works best for you. So there's some people that can thrive off of being a vegetarian, and there's some people like me where if I don't have meat almost every day, I feel like I'm wasting away. And so it took me a long time to learn that everybody's different and that everybody's going to respond differently to different diet or diet plans. And then just being mindful of what I'm eating. I try not to be too crazy about logging everything and tracking everything, but just keeping in check of how I had vegetables today, how I had fruits, is that my third donut? Those kind of things. And then just educating myself about different things and trying to stay on top of the newest research as far as what's good for us and what's not good. And learning how to really sift through those details and see what's true and what's not.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. And welcome to Endorphin Fitness.
Thank you.